It is like 25 degrees outside. This is not gonna work.
Oh, if that pork chop's 180, we're in trouble.
DoorDash might be in our future regardless.
Oh my gosh, these actually smell really good.
This is totally doable.
Today we're doing bone-in pork chops on the Pit Boss with some roasted root vegetables, even in the dead of winter. Super simple, nothing fancy, except my smoker decided it was gonna act up again. I'm still learning how to get along with the temp swings on the Boss, but no matter what challenges it was gonna throw at me tonight, I was determined to win this time.
Good evening, friends. Tonight we're doing something very quick and simple because it's a weeknight and I want it to be somewhat good and somewhat healthy. If you're joining us and you're brand new, welcome. We mostly try to cook outdoors at this point, and it is, yes, January, but we're still doing it. Why? Because it makes life a little bit interesting, and it doesn't always have to be about barbecue or burgers or wings or barbecue or brisket. It can be taking your everyday dinners outside just for some fresh air, just to make life more interesting on your Monday night. So on this particular Monday night, it is like 25 degrees outside. This is probably the coldest I've tried to go out back, but I'm doing it and it's gonna be great. But I'm making something kind of quick and something I don't have to babysit too much, so I don't have to like hang out right beside it the whole time. And that is, we are making bone-in pork chops with some delicious root vegetables. And those vegetables are carrots, sweet potatoes, and parsnips. So this is gonna be pretty healthy. And I'm thinking about adding a side dish of those apples I made before. If you didn't see my Cracker Barrel video where we made country fried steak and those apples, they're so good. I make them all the time, but I haven't had them since then and I'm really craving them. And I think apples really will tie all this in and give me something sweet. That way I don't crave dessert later. The apples should take care of that. So let's maybe try to throw some of those on too. Okay, so once we get these cut up, we're gonna be just fine. But all I basically did was season 3 bone-in pork chops with this Traeger's pork and poultry seasoning. That's it, pretty easy for a weeknight. Now, before we get to prepping these vegetables, which will not take long, I need to get these pork chops on the smoker because yes, that's what I chose, the smoker, even though could we do it faster on the Solo Stove steel fire? Yes, in fact we could. But I turned on the Pit Boss and it still smells really good. And I'm just like, you know what? We're smoking the things. And even if it takes another 20 minutes longer, that's okay. I have some chips and salsa. I can have a snack, right? It's gonna be great, guys. Do you trust me? I mean, it is called Dinner TBD around here, so I don't know if I would trust me either. But I did want to show you something that we worked on this week, which you might find really exciting. If you're anything like me and you love organizing and you love putting things where they go and having a spot for everything, a little bit OCD, you are my people. And Jarrett did something really great for me this week that I'm so grateful for. And we took one of our closets in our old 1990s fixer home, gave it a makeover, and now I have a second little like pantry slash utility slash cleaning closet. And then it inspired me to totally clean out my pantry. And I got rid of like 3 trash bags, okay, 2, maybe it was 2, don't judge me, of stuff that had to go. So this is your reminder. Get in there and clean that crap out. You got stuff in there that's expired, it's gotta go. You got old chips in there that are going stale, get them out. So you can see everything and you know where everything is, and it just clears your mind and clears the mental clutter and makes your January or February and start to the beginning of the year that much clearer. There's your pep talk for the day. Let me show you. Okay, here's your before pic. We had to remove an old water heater. We finished the drywall, painted, and then here she is. Isn't it a beauty? So I've got now 5 new shelves with all my stuff organized. Isn't that great? And then I even have a whole shelf just for my grilling stuff. Wasn't that so nice of him? I've been waiting for 6 months for that. And then over here, you guys have seen my pantry for a hot minute before, and I know, you know, it's not a perfect Pinterest picture, but I love my pantry. This just is an old regular closet that when we first bought this house had 1 bar across the top, you know, the wire shelving, and that was it. And so Jarrett put this together for me. Now I have since organized it since you saw it last, and it looks so much better. These are an actual Pinterest inspiration project that I put together and had one of my custom contractors come over and help me with. And because the pantry is so close to the garage door, there's no way we could have done sliders, right? There's no room for that. So we did bifold sliders and they work perfectly. I love them so much. Look how easy and quiet they are. Okay, I know what you're thinking. She's crazy. It's too cold to be doing this. I might have to agree tonight. It's a little chilly, but I gotta tell you, that pit boss is already smelling so good. Okay, can I fit 3 on here? 1, 2, 3. Worst case, we'll move it over to the Solo stove. Well, we might be moving to the Solo stove anyway. I don't know what's going on with our pit boss here, but it is losing heat. I lost power a couple times. I plugged it back in. I think I did something to the outlet, but I'm not going up, I'm going down. And this here, that's gonna take all night. Okay, plan B. This might be TBD after all. Well, the pork chops are on the pit boss at about 200 at this point. That's not looking good, is it? But I decided, let me go ahead and get the vegetables going. That way I can just throw everything on the Solo stove and we'll go from there. Basically what we're gonna do is peel the vegetables, cut them into like French fry type looking things, you know, about the size of these carrots here. We're gonna parboil them for maybe 5 or 7 minutes to get them going. I mean, that's no big deal. And then I'm literally gonna take these carrots I bought right here and throw them in the pot and then on the Solo stove. Like, there's no chopping or peeling involved. I love these things. I will pay extra for vegetables and carrots that are already like halfway prepped for me. Thank you. Makes a weeknight easier when things like this happen. I've actually grown to like parsnips a little bit. I don't eat them that much, but I should eat them more. Remember back when I made that stew? The parsnips in that stew were really good. And I've learned that you can substitute potatoes for parsnips, get a little bit of different nutrient and less carby, starchy, sugary thing going on in your blood. Is that right? Something like that. Don't quote me, I'm not a nutritionalist here. Ooh, yum. Okay, we're not really going for looks here tonight. We're just going for, let's try to get them all about the same size. I might give me a plate of sweet potatoes. That's what I'll have for dinner. Something like this. Don't those look close to this? Let's get them all on one tray. Should I cut off the little green tops? Or should we just not give a rip and throw everything in the pot? I think let's not give a rip and throw everything in the pot. Ooh! Or on the floor. Don't worry guys, if it doesn't look like I know what I'm doing, you've guessed correctly. No, seriously, it's fine. Are we boiling yet? All right, I cut off the green tops because that was just weird. We're gonna do the carrots first for about 4 minutes. Well, let's see, our 4 minutes is up. Let's add the sweet potatoes. Gently, gently, come on, gently. Oh, don't you guys hate this part? Getting splattered with boiling water. Come on, get in there. And then while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and make some apples. I'm just gonna leave those on low. Throw some butter in there. Okay, let's give those another 5 minutes. Let's add some coconut sugar, a little bit of water, some cinnamon, of course. And we're just gonna let that sit for a few minutes. You know, while I'm over here making dinner, you know who's sending me notifications? DoorDash. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're cooking dinner at home. And that's the way it is. DoorDash, hold your horses. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. We got to get these outside. Why don't you just throw them in the oven? Well, I don't know, because I am going to go babysit those pork chops for a minute. I'm not even sure what they're doing. I think the pit boss could be shut off for all I know. I just know it was at 240 and then it was at 200. And then I was like, well, I got crap to do, so I'll be back later. Like I said, worst case, we'll throw them on the Solo stove and then we'll be done. The apples are on low, they'll be fine. Plus Jarrett's in there. I can holler for him to babysit him if needed. Is that everything? I'm not coming back in the house, except for if I get cold. Does anyone else notice something wrong with this currently? I'll give you 3 seconds. Yes, that is correct. Now we're going places. I haven't even lit this thing yet. First try. Okay, oh, good news. Good news, we're back to 400. Don't ask me how. It's a January miracle. Jarrett says something about a power surge, and when it shuts off, it goes back to nothing, and then it has to start over. I have no idea. But here we are. We're doing good. Let's check. Oh, they smell delicious. All right, we'll check the temp in just a second. Freezing. Okay, also good news. Jay and Phoebe, if you're watching, look what came. My Crocs. I know you've already seen them in base camp, but today was the day I posted that to you. So I know it's like weeks later now, right? But I had to show it on camera because I said I would. So now I'm in my cozies. My feet are warm, but the rest of me is kind of cold. So I'm just gonna hang right here. It's gonna be great. That's what me and Jarrett say all the time. Because it is. It's gonna be great. Oh, look what else I brought. Ta-da! We're gonna get these veggies rocking and rolling. Oh, you know what I forgot? Dummy. Salt and pepper. We gotta at least have salt and pepper, guys. Let's close this for a minute. We can do double duty. It's kind of cold out here. Dang it, salt and pepper. All right, let's do this. I'm telling you, it's the simple ingredients. Did you see how fancy that was? Okay, guys, where are we? My vent is closed. Okay, it's a little charred. I don't even know how long it's been. I think we came out here like a half an hour ago. I think it's been 30 minutes at this point. Oh, if that pork chop's 180, we're in trouble. A 180 pork chop? I think we're good. Okay. All right. You know what? Let me take these inside and I'll come back out to finish the vegetables. How do you feel about 182 degrees?
Done.
You want to cut into one and see?
Okay,
And there's a lot of bone, so I'm feeling like we're gonna leave tonight hungry. DoorDash might be in our future regardless.
perfecto.
Are you serious? Let me see. It said 180. Got it. Did you try it? Was it dry?
You didn't ask me to try it.
Yeah, you need to try it. It's good? Okay, well that one's yours. Save us some. I've had a heck of a time tonight with all these obstacles. The pit boss going out on me, the cold, turned on the wrong burner on the apples. Jay and Phoebe, should I model for you? My fashionable, cozy slipper Crocs. Look, and when you pull the thing back, then they stay on my feet better. I should probably do that. Yeah, they're nice. For those of you who don't know, it's an ongoing thing over on our other channel, Our Next Adventure. Jarrett wears Crocs everywhere he goes when we camp. He even plays pickleball in Crocs. And so we have a thing over there. Everybody's got to have their Crocs, and I've never been a fan of Crocs. Tell me in the comments below, do you own Crocs? And second question, do you wear your Crocs with socks? And since I'm a new Croc wearer, my answer is now, hell yeah, I do. Okay, let's see what we got. That was actually hot this time. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? Oh yeah, we're in trouble. So I was supposed to babysit. I'm not a very good babysitter tonight, am I? Okay, look, we're going places though. We're soft and we're ready to go. It's time to eat. These don't look bad. They look charred and delicious, just like last time. They're just a little extra soft, aren't they? They got stuck. Well, the sweet potatoes especially got extra soft. Oh my gosh, these actually smell really good. I think that's as pretty as it gets tonight. It's actually not too bad looking. See what I'm saying, guys? You can hardly mess this up. It's just a little vegetables and a little pork chops outside. No big deal, right? And half of the work is inside. So you're in, you're out, you're not freezing. This is totally doable. Did the apples make it? Oh, yes. They are looking delish. Well, they're just about done, really. Guys, do you know what else is happening tonight? I don't know what time. It's 6 o'clock. The college national championship is tonight. Indiana, I know. In Miami, I know. It's not my Buckeyes this year because of Indiana. And because, who beat Miami? Was it Louisville? Is that right? Hey, Jarrett, did the Cards beat Miami? He said, damn right. See, I don't know why it's not the Cards at the national championship, but Have the Cards ever won a national championship? Dumb question. But neither have the Kentucky Wildcats. So there's that. Maybe in basketball. This person's chop's gonna be a little dry, I can already tell. But we got this. Okay, then I think we're just gonna slide that there. We're gonna invite the offspring in for dinner. What time's the game? Come on. Ooh, 30 minutes. I'm good. Y'all already know who won. He said Indiana. Okay, y'all, this is looking good. We've got our apples for just a little bit of dessert. We've got some parsley. Y'all know I love these little herb cups, right? Parsley, boom. Now it's dinner. The only thing is, Jarrett already taste tested. He said it was fine, but I'm about to bite into one of these and see if it's seriously overcooked. How's that for Monday night? Doesn't look too bad, does it? There's our delicious apples. Okay, that's not bad for a Monday night, y'all. That looks really flippin' good. Okay, they said they'd be in a minute, so I'm going to try the cold, overcooked pork chop. He's right, they're not bad. Like, it's not bad. I mean, it's slightly overcooked, slightly, but not like, it's not even dry. And it's smoky. Okay, what did we learn? Thank you for letting me eat with my family, by the way. I learned a couple things tonight. I learned that 180 on pork chops on the smoker might be okay. Those pork chops were still kind of thin and they worked out. The flavor was great. They weren't overly dry. And I've had some dry pork chops that I cannot chew and cannot finish. Like spit them out into a napkin, try to be polite. I ain't eating that. No, these were good. I was shocked. The root vegetables turned out great. This is all that's left, but it's enough for lunch for me tomorrow with something I'll find. Even though the sweet potatoes were a little mashed, that's totally fine. Sweet potatoes are delicious even when they're soft. I mean, you know, you've had a sweet potato, if you like sweet potatoes. The root vegetables were great. Even our daughter said, she held it up on her fork and said, "What's this?" Like, it's a parsnip. I know, I don't make them a lot, but they were good. Tasted just like the carrots. Everything was fork tender, perfectly seasoned with just a little salt. Goes a long way. This does not have to be professional or fancy. Like, this is weeknight dinner, but just a little more fun. The apples, I'm shocked that there are like 4 left and I'm fixing to finish these for myself for dessert. Those turned out great. But still on the topic of what did we learn, no need to flip out when the pit boss or smoker isn't working correctly and we have to resort to a griddle. Have a plan B. That could always be handy. Maybe you don't have a plan B. Maybe the house is plan B. The stove right here. That's okay too. Sometimes that pit boss and me, we don't get along. So I'm glad to have the solo stove. But it ended up working out, did it not? I don't know what else I learned, but I did learn that most of my Traeger seasonings are almost expired. If you just like shake them up real good and get in there with a knife, like they work out fine. It's kind of like brown sugar, you know, just you gotta soften it up a little bit and then it works out. That's pretty much it. If you're new to the channel and maybe new to cooking outside or using a grill or an outdoor griddle, believe me too. Like, this is all kind of new to me still. I've messed with it a few times, but haven't really done this enough to where it feels comfortable. And I gotta tell you, it's starting to feel comfortable. Now, knock on countertop. We haven't got back to summertime yet on that Weber kettle. I have made some really good burgers and some really good chicken and steak chimichurri skewers. Oh my gosh, those have been calling my name. Check out that video here if you want some summertime inspiration. But in the meantime, I'm still gonna practice while the weather's cold. So when summer does hit, I'm ready to rock and roll on that grill outside. We're gonna have some fun coming up. So stick around and I'll see you guys on the next one.